Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome InterSystems Head of Learning Services, Jim Breen.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you. It is a pleasure to be here, and I'm sure you've heard this already, but it is so great to be back here with all of you and to see you in person. So thank you very much. Now, I am the only thing standing between you and this morning's coffee break. So I will do my best to be succinct and to keep us on schedule, because you know as well as I know that caffeine is really the cornerstone to success. Right up there with learning. Terry's message on Tuesday stressed the importance of organizations with purpose and people with passion, focus, and vision. Those characteristics are vitally important to all of us at InterSystems. My passion is education and training. And in learning services, we don't simply train individuals. Our vision is to help learners take hold of their purpose and infuse it with passion, with the focus on learning to cultivate success. The importance of learning is even greater at this time, during what is called the Great Resignation. I have spoken to many of you, and I've heard over and over again your concerns about retaining talent, attracting new talent, and developing the talent you currently have. Now, more than ever, is the time to invest in training, as it is the cornerstone to success in these critical areas. Check out these statistics, which are clear indications of the competitive advantage and the importance of education and training. In 2021, Gartner surveyed just over 3,500 employees in their State of the Learning Culture Survey, and they found that a productive learning culture can improve employee skills preparedness by up to 56%. And a 2019 report published in the International Journal of Business and Management Research indicated that 90% of employees surveyed agreed or strongly agreed that training and development programs improved their job performance. For attracting talent, Gartner found that Gen Z is the first generation ever to prioritize development over compensation. And their top work value was around learning and broadening their skill sets. And lastly, regarding retention, in its recently released Workforce of 2022 report, AMDOC surveyed full-time workers across the United States to uncover what they want from their employers, and more importantly, why they were leaving their jobs. And what they found was that nearly 2/3 would leave their job due to a lack of growth and training and development opportunities. This area is also critical for acquiring new talent. 90% said when searching for a new job, it's very important that a company offers strong training and upskilling programs. Now, this statistic was even higher for the tech respondents, and they responded as 97% of how important this is. And there's plenty more where these came from. In learning services, we want to help you address these challenges. My team and I have a passion to provide anyone with the ability to learn whatever they need to know about our technology, wherever they need to learn it, and whenever they need to learn it, 24/7. So let's take a quick look at how we do that in learning services in the short video that my team put together specifically for you today.
Learn anytime, anywhere in the way that best meets your needs. With online content, documentation, certification exams, and live virtual classes, We in InterSystems Learning Services make sure we provide what you need, when you need it, anywhere in the world. We are committed to providing learning solutions that enable our prospects, customers, students, and partners worldwide to succeed. We're a group of dedicated learning professionals with a passion for creating high-quality content for you. As we create learning content, we work continuously to improve your user experience, making content easy to find and easy to access. Our documentation has new and improved search capabilities developed with significant user feedback, and we're improving it more all the time. Our new documentation homepage has clearer navigation, a global table of contents, and easy-to-find links to help you get to our most popular pages faster. The titles of our videos, exercises, and online courses are task-based, so they're easier for you to find in the Learning Catalog. Accessibility is a major focus of learning services. We are committed to designing accessible learning content that supports all of our learners, no matter their abilities. Why? Our goal is simple. We want to enable you and your staff to get up to speed quickly and solve problems fast. We'll help you leverage the benefits of new features and functionality and, in the end, demonstrate your expertise to reach professional milestones. How can you do this? First, use our improved learning paths to onboard your staff while keeping up with the fast pace of business. Clear goals and achievable objectives ensure you focus on relevant and timely content. Learn from our expert trainers in a virtual classroom with live instruction, group discussions, and hands-on activities, all from the comfort of whatever environment allows you to learn the best. Answer your questions fast with our documentation and short, focused videos. Use online exercises to explore new features in on-demand sandbox environments. And finally, demonstrate the depth of your expertise with our professional certification exams. Whether you're an individual trying to reach new career goals or an organization trying to hire certified staff and hit the ground running, InterSystems certification exams show that you're ready for whatever needs arise. These exams cover topics such as HealthShare Health Connect, InterSystems Iris for both developers and system admins, and more. As you learn with InterSystems, we want to know how you're doing. We gather feedback in our classes, on our documentation and learning systems, through the developer community, and in live user interviews. And your feedback doesn't go into a black hole. We review all feedback and use it to continuously improve our offerings. In fact, those significant improvements we made to the documentation search, those started with feedback we received from our users. In short, we in InterSystems Learning Services are here to help you succeed whenever you need it, wherever you are. We work hard to ensure you meet your goals, individually and as a team. Sign up to get the latest news in your inbox at intersystems.com/learning-news and visit intersystems.com/learning to see how you can learn more with InterSystems.
And a special thank you to my team for putting that together for us. With so many learning resources and opportunities available to learn, now is the time to invest in training and take advantage of the resources. Let's take a look at how you might do that. So we have 4 pillars of learning: classroom training, online learning, documentation, and certification. So let's look at these. Each one of these has unique characteristics. So let's take classroom training. And in our classroom training, we really like to get our learners participating. So I'm going to do that with you a little bit. So how many folks here have taken a classroom training with us, whether virtually or in person? If you could just raise your hands. Okay, all of those not raising your hands, look around at the people who are raising their hands and try to take some time a little later today and ask them, what kind of value did you get out of our classroom training? Because I think they'll have great stories for you and great success. Some of the unique things about classroom training, well, one, obviously you have an instructor who's there to guide you the entire week and answer any questions you have as you're going through the course, especially if you're having any problems. We do a lot of hands-on exercises. We use containers and virtual machines so that you can access our products. We believe in hands to the keyboard. It's the best way to learn. One unique thing, too, that many people don't think about with classroom training that is so valuable is really the stories that the learners share in discussions during the training. Knowledge transfer happens in those opportunities more than you can believe. So please, come to classroom training, either virtually and soon to be in person once again, because we've missed you. Okay, let's look at online learning. So our online learning is at learning.intersystems.com. How many folks here have taken at least one course on online learning, if you could raise your hands? Okay, that looks great. There's not too many people that haven't. But if you haven't, please visit online learning. The nice thing about it, as you know, it's available 24/7. You can do it from anywhere in the world. And maybe one of the best things, it's free. So definitely sign up. We also use virtual machines and containers in our online learning, along with videos, so that you can, again, have that exercise of hands to the keyboard learning. Highly recommend online learning. It's a great way to reinforce knowledge as well. So documentation. So I suspect almost everybody in this room has looked at our documentation. But here's a question. How many people have not looked at documentation in the last 2 months? If you could raise your hand. Oh, a few. I highly encourage you, if you haven't, check out our documentation, because we've made some major changes for you, and as you saw in the video, from your feedback. We've installed a new engine for search so that you can find things as quickly as you need to be successful in your career. We've changed how we create documentation. We have a table of contents, and we have different objects now that are being used. And we're bringing in other things from our other parts of our learning. So we're doing videos, we're doing direct-to-classroom training, we're doing graphics, and we're sharing it across all of these. So please visit documentation, because we really feel it's a contractual obligation to us to document every feature of our product, so it's there when you need it to be successful in your projects. Okay, the last thing is certification. So this is professional certification. My last question, how many folks here have taken a certification exam? And it doesn't mean whether you passed or not. I don't need to know that. So if you could raise your hands. Oh, a great number. And how many of you have taken advantage of taking certification while you're here? Excellent. It's probably the best investment you can make for saving $150 by taking the certification exam here. If you haven't already done it, I recommend that you go talk to our team and sign up for the exam. Even if you don't have time today, they might let you take it for free at another time. One of the unique characteristics of our certification program is really our certification team. They will work with you to help you prepare for your certification exam. And whether you pass it or not, at the end they can create a report to let you know how well you did in the exam in certain areas. And they'll tell you where you're strong and maybe where you need a little bit more work. And they'll actually work with you if you need to retake it. So you might have passed it, but maybe you haven't. And they'll work with you to retake and to get certified. So we don't leave you out in the lurch. We'll actually work with you to make sure you get certified, because we know how important that is in the industry. So along with these different types of learning, we have different types of learners with different learning needs. And therefore, there are different kinds of learning paths that these learners take on their learner's journey. Let's take a look. So take this graphic. This has all the possibilities of a learning journey. So if you look over here, the learners are to the left, and they can go anywhere they want. Classroom training, online learning, documentation, and ultimately to certification. So let's say you're a new hire. So typically new hires will take and sign up for classroom training. But maybe the classroom training isn't for another week or so. So what they might do is they might go to online learning, maybe to learn a bit more about the course they're going to take, or maybe they're going to do some exercises and prepare for the classroom training to get more out of it. So their learning journey is really going to online learning and then to classroom training. And then afterwards, they can follow back with online learning or documentation to deepen their knowledge. How about if you're an experienced employee? So chances are you have the background of our technology, but you want to learn about a new product. So maybe you just sign up for a classroom training, and that's fine. But it might not end there. Afterwards, you might say, I need to reinforce my knowledge, or there's parts of the course that I'd like to learn more about. So then we'd recommend you go to online learning, and then maybe to documentation. So that learner's journey is classroom, online, and then possibly documentation. So it's unique to the learner. Let's do one more example. Let's say you're an experienced employee, and you want to validate your knowledge. You want some proof of knowledge. So you want to do certification. Or maybe you're a consultant, and you want to have more advantage in the marketplace by being professionally certified by InterSystems. It's great for marketing. So chances are that learning journey would go right to certification. But maybe when they get there, they find out that they're not as strong in that knowledge as they thought they were. So their learning journey may take them to certification, but then maybe back to like online learning or documentation, or maybe even signing up for classroom training again. And then that learning path for them would end going back to certification to get certified. So it'd be like certification, online, classroom. You get the idea. So there's unique journeys for everybody, and we call them learning paths. So journeys that continue one after another, over an entire career of a learner, which is why having continuous learning available at all times is critical to success. Now, you may not know where to start your journey, or what is the best learning path for you or your team to take. But that's not a problem. We can help you with that. We help design custom learning paths and programs for individuals as well as for teams to help them acquire all the knowledge they need to know to fulfill their learning needs. Now, this is the case with James Gallagher, the Chief Operating Officer of Ready Computing. He wrote, "As we grow and scale our company, especially in the federal sector, we need a surefire way to attract and train quality talent that is repeatable and affordable. Establishing a governed training program in close partnership with InterSystems was the perfect solution." So we worked with Ready, and we helped them create what is called their SHARC program, and that's SHARC, which stands for Superheroes at Ready Computing. Here we worked with Ready's team to develop custom learning paths utilizing all areas of our learning, as you can see in this graphic. And we wanted to make sure that we met their learning needs specific to the federal sector, culminating in each learner achieving professional certification, or in their words, becoming a superhero in our technology. Next is a customized learning path that we designed, hosted for FinV on our learning management system. You can see that their learning path is sequentially structured for easy-to-follow access, and how we gave FinV's landing page a customized look and feel, just so that the learners know that they're in the right place and that they're on the right learning path. And third is another example of a customized learning path for Kaiser Permanente, again showing the easy-to-follow sequential learning path, along with a customized landing page on our learning management system dedicated specifically for them. And there you have it. So while you are here at the summit, I invite you to meet with us at Learning Services tables just outside the Tech Exchange, and let us help you find the specific needs that you need and needs to meet your learning needs. We will work with you on creating custom learning paths for your success. I also encourage you to take advantage of some of our other opportunities while you're here at the summit, which are one-on-one personal trainers and free certification exams. And if you aren't able to visit us today, please visit our website, email us, or telephone us. We want to hear from you. We want to help you. We're more than happy to work with you, because your learning journey is important to us, because we want to help you and your teams turn into superheroes in InterSystems technology as well. Thank you.